Fitchburg, and guess what, guys? We thought we were gonna have Mandy, but we got the next up and coming talent from the Fitchburg Senior Center.
That's right.
It's Jill.
Thanks.
How are you doing today?
Good, good. How are you?
Well, I'm great, and I'm just glad that you could join me. I
Yeah.
mean, it's great to have a guest in here. I've been, Andrew's been back there helping me out, but I've been kind of solo working my
Nice.
way through this today. Oh boy, we're trying. We're trying out
It's
there.
Monday. It's hard.
It is. It's
Monday's
Monday. It's a
hard.
little tough, but I want to find out what's going on down there in the senior center. So,
All right.
What do we got? What's going on?
Well, this week is middle of the month, just kind of regular programs, exercise and yogas and
course.
walking and we got some cards and singers and that kind of stuff. But what I wanted to focus on today
Sure.
is transportation, because I know it's budget time and there's some money in there for
That's right.
improving transportation. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what the senior center has for transportation options, if that's okay.
I would love that.
Okay.
Please tell me all about it.
All right. So what we have is, I'll start with our county contract.
Okay.
So the county awards us or pays for us to have a certain number of hours each month for transportation. They select the provider, they tell us how many hours, and that transportation really is to get people to the meal site. And then they also add in some time for shopping. So it's a great thing because it picks you right up at home.
Sure.
It'll bring you to the senior center right around 10:30, and then it'll take you home after lunch about 12:30. $1 round trip, 50 cents
Wow.
each way.
Very
Best deal in
nice.
town.
Oh, that's a
Best
heck of a
deal in
deal.
town to bring you to a great location, have a great lunch, socialize. We try to do a little bit of programming in
Sure.
between those hours. We are pretty limited between that 10:30 and 12:30
Yeah.
for that. And then also that same county contract will get people shopping.
Great.
So every single week, someone can either go grocery shopping. I think it's at Kopp's, Woodman's, or Aldi's. It rotates, and you can look on our website on the calendar and the newsletter.
Yeah.
And then also too, they'll take you kind of general shopping. So they'll go to Target, Walmart, and some kind of variety stores like that. So we do have those transportation options available. Again, it's kind of a limited amount of time. You have
Sure.
to kind of adhere to that schedule.
Sure.
And when you go outside of Fitchburg, it's $3 round trip. In Fitchburg, it's $1. So another
Jeez.
great opportunity for transportation.
Yeah.
So that's kind of within the county contract. And then we have transportation for people that need to get to the doctor.
Sure.
So we know that Metro Plus is a little bit limited here in Fitchburg, and it's hard for people to get to the doctor. So we have a program through RSVP, Retired Senior Volunteer Program, where we have volunteer drivers, and I think at this point we have about 30. And what they do is seniors will call in, tell us what their appointment is, where it is, when it is, that kind of thing, how long it is. And then our receptionist, Susan, will start to call our volunteer drivers, figure out which one can take her, whoever's available. And so it's really great because it's really door to door. They pick that person up, they stay with them at the appointment oftentimes if it's, around an hour, and then bring them back home. We can take walkers in the cars, but we don't take wheelchairs.
Okay.
So on the average, the senior center is filling about 53 rides a month.
Wow.
And and it's a great service. And then the client, the senior taking that ride, they can make a donation to RSVP.
Oh, great.
Because the volunteer drivers have an option to get their miles reimbursed.
Oh, great,
Not all
great.
of them do, but some of them do. So it's a super cost-effective, great program.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, happy to have that. And then if you're in a wheelchair and you need a ride to the doctor, we have a group called the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends.
I know them well.
So, yeah, you know well. And they're great friends to us.
Yes.
And with this program, they actually will schedule all the rides with a bus company that has a wheelchair option, a lift van. And then our friends group will subsidize those rides. And generally, those rides are $50 to $60 round trip. And then we ask the client, the senior, to pay $10 toward the ride if they can afford it, just to kind of help offset that cost.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, we do what we can with what we have, hoping to see improved transportation in Fitchburg. I know it's a hot topic, and
It is.
and people want to see it happen, so I'm glad that, we're talking about it.
Awesome. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys are out there providing that service. That's really important and super nice. I mean, especially just having a volunteer group helping with something like that. It's awesome to hear, and it's
Yeah.
just fun. Just people helping each other, always exciting to see, especially,
It is. It's such a win-win to give people that want to volunteer the opportunity to help, and then those that
Yep.
are can't get themselves around. It's really a win-win, like you said.
Yeah, so that's super fun.
Yeah.
So I did want to ask you. We get a lot of news from your newsletter.
Yeah.
How can people where can people find that, or how can people get that?
Yeah, so if you want to get it in the mail, you can pay $10 for the whole year. Super inexpensive.
Yeah.
You can pick it up at City Hall, you can pick it up at the library, you could pick it up at the senior center, or you can go online and you can look at it on our website, the city website, and go to Senior Center, or you can sign up through the city's kind of listserv, where you put your email address in there, and then they'll just kind of send it right to your inbox. So several ways to get that.
That's awesome. Well, Jill, I want to thank you so much for hopping in here, mixing it up with me this morning. Oh, you took a little bit of pressure off me, gave me a minute to stop talking. I'm sure everyone out there appreciates that.
Oh, no.
I'm sure. But so, yeah, great information. Please check out, of course, the Senior Center's page on our city website. They got all kinds of great information there. They got stuff about the meals. They got stuff about everything that's going on out there, all their programs. So definitely check that out. And don't forget to check our page as well. And don't go away just yet. We'll be probably right back. Well, probably. We'll definitely be right back.
That's right.
I will be. Jill might be back working.
Right.
So thanks for sticking with us, and we'll be right back with PB&J.
All right. Thanks, Preston.